Josey across the field. The Josey fans fill the stands tonight as the undefeated Eagles were looking to maul the 0-3 Musketeers. To first quarter action we go. The fifth-ranked Eagles cap a 78-yard opening drive with this 20-yard touchdown scamper by quarterback George Brown. Josey's on top by 6 early. Now on the ensuing kickoff, LeVar Rainey of ARC almost breaks a long return for a score, but Josey's team speed saves the day. Now, a few plays later, the Musketeers were able to cash in with a short field goal by Cordes Owen. ARC now trails by only 3. The action continues now at ARC. The Musketeer D wakes up with that score. Watch number 4, Corey Taylor, lower the big-time tackle on Lewis Cox of Josey. But then lightning strikes. On 3rd and 7 from their own 35, Josey quarterback George Brown connects with Troy Tolbert. Number 6 is off to the races and scores as the Eagles surge ahead 12-3 on the pass connection. The sonic boom in attendance. The Josey offense was high-flying. Josey's terrific offense brings up another touchdown on the first play of the second quarter. Brown goes to the air again and finds Basil Mack wide open on the screen pass. The Deuce gets loose for the easy score as Josey jumps out on top by the score of 18-3. The Eagle D slams the door on ARC tonight. Final after 4, Musketeers 17, Josey Eagles 52.
Some nice, exciting football games next.
On a night when the Eagles' nest was heated, Rada Holloman was running like a steam locomotive. And that led to this keeper by George Brown capping a 15-play drive aided by 3 short fourth-down conversions. Next time they touch, Brown and Holloman flying through the air. The screen leads to big yardage. Brown then takes advantage of Deion Grant's hop. He pulls it down in a crowd. 2 pass plays, 2 conversions, 2 touches, 2 scores. Big play, big hair. Westside's first glimmer of hope comes on an Eagles turnover that nearly takes me out. But again, the Eagles D was stiffened. The weather really dictated the tone of the first half. At this point, Josey kept the ball like they always do right here on the ground. But the soggy conditions kept Westside in it as turnovers would key their first touchdown. The Pats would take control of this Troy Tolbert fumble. And 2 plays later, it's Nick Kearns up the gut for 10 yards, and the Patriots are on the board.
I mean, he knows they can't be this fair and square. He knows they can't be this fair and square.
The half was marred by flags and turnovers, but the Eagles wouldn't let it stop them. They go 48 yards in the final half minute, capped by this Brown to Tolbert to hook up from 28 yards away. They do it in 22 seconds, reminding many of the styles of 22 years back. The Eagles fly high again at the net. Final in this one was...
50-yard gain in the first half. Ooh, but the Spartans could not capitalize on that one. Josey quarterback Jermaine Brooks on the rollout right here will hook up with number 9 on the slant pattern. Deion Grant makes the grab and races to the end zone for a 70-yard scoring strike. Look at number 9 go. Wow, exciting. Of course, TW Josey wins tonight. Your final score, 46-6 over London Hills. The Warhorses got a little revenge against Silver Bluff tonight as we go to the high school scoreboard very quickly now to... Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another edition of the award-winning Football Friday Night. I am, of course, Tony Porter Jr. going one-on-one with you tonight, the final week of the regular season in the Peach State. We start off our fast break trip around the gridirons of Georgia, Carolina, with a stop at White Rose Station, where the undefeated Eagles of T.W. Josey were celebrating homecoming. The stands were packed as expected for this huge Region 4 3A. Yes! Sky 6 in the air, and over White Rose Stadium, Jermaine Brooks on the INT right there. Burke County D came to play tonight. What a view from Sky 6, high above White Rose Stadium. Wow, what a sight that was. Meanwhile, back on the ground, senior Rod Holloman slams up the middle, bounces right to some clear real estate for a nice pickup of 4. Boy, he runs tough. Holloman again will go up the middle. This time he gets in the end zone for a 4-yard scoring plunge. It's 28-6 Eagles in the third quarter. To the fourth quarter we go. That's right. It's the Josey Eagle quarter. They always play strong. In the last quarter, Brooks again to the air. He finds Deion Grant, number 9, in the end zone. The Michael Irvin type catch. It's good. Wow. Josey Eagles looking good with all the smoke cleared tonight. Final after Fort White Road this evening. Burke County 6, Eagles 35. Meanwhile, in Carolina, now, winning possession, Corey Owens was trying to put some points on the board, but he just missed it. That's a 45-yard field goal. He misses by about a foot. But on the next position, ARC catches in. Vincent Rainey on the dive, moves into the end zone from 35 yards out. ARC up 6-0 after this successful extra point. 7-0 ARC right now. But wait a minute. Here comes the Josey engine revving up. Here it comes. Watch out. Our new Channel 6 camera might get hit. Oh! He just misses our Mike Ledwikowski. Close call. We didn't want Mike to go down on that one. Jermaine Brooks right here will try to go through the air. Hooks up with Lamar Brown for 6. Extra point will be no good, though, as Mr. Brown gets in the end zone. But the Eagles do put 14 more points on the board tonight. When the final gun sounds, the Eagles win by 7, 20-13 against ARC. The Musketeers end their season at 4-7. Now, joining me now to talk about tonight's premier matchup in the Garden City is John Starr, head coach of the undefeated Josey Eagles. John, a great win tonight. Wasn't as easy as some of you guys in the front, some of your supporters. I knew you knew this was going to be a tough ball game.
Yeah, going in, if you looked at the record, Richmond really didn't look like a whole lot, but I knew the players and I knew what kind of coaching staff I had put together over there, and I expected a brawl, and that's exactly what we had tonight.
At what point at all did you feel comfortable in this ball game and you knew it was in hand, if any time?
Well, when that last whistle went off, I said, okay, maybe we've got it now. I looked around just to make sure they wasn't going to put any more time on the clock.
Any key injuries for you offensively or defensively tonight?
No, Troy Talbot was limping going into the game, and he played a little bit there. We spot played him. He did a good job for us. And other than that, we're pretty safe.
Okay, John, stick around with us. We want to get some more insight with you, break down some game film. Josey looking fired up and ready to go. They could say they were all hot right there. You know who that is? That's Big Rod Holloman, number 34, bulldozing his way downfield for Josey. Sets up this 9-yard scamper by George Brown. Josey goes up 6-0 early. And after a block punt, Lewis Cox takes the handoff up the gut, setting up a Rod Holloman 1-yard dive. He's in there. Josey up 13-0. Let's go to second quarter action right now. Kendricks, Kevin Riles dives in for 6. Josey 13-7 at the half. Third quarter now. Kendrick quarterback Walker, Dondrell Walker runs the option and keeps it for 5 yards out. 14-13 Kendrick, but George Brown comes back. He bootlegs and goes 50-plus yards for a touchdown. Coach Starr, what a call! 2-point conversion is also good. 21-14 Josey. Kendrick Dennis Mims takes the handoff up the gut. He'll go 80 yards. Boy, look at him steamrolling. He's got to be fast because those Josey defenders are some quick guys. He gets in for the touch. It's 21-21 at that point. Fourth quarter action now. 21-all. Brown bootlegs again, takes it to the Kendrick 15-yard line. Now 1:40 remaining in this game. Rod Holloman bangs it in from 2 yards out, and Josey wins in exciting fashion to go 13-0. Your final 28-21, the Eagles come out on top. Now, joining me now after that exciting ball game, of course, John Starr, head of the Eagles. Coach, what a ball game.
Yeah, it was. It really was a big ball game. Our kids really fought hard and came out with the win.
Again, a big character win for your ball club. Tie game, they didn't panic. Right to the offense, George Brown.
Yeah, it really was. And I think the adjustment was really our coaching staff at halftime got together. I was so proud of my assistant coaches. They got together and they came with a plan. You know, it wasn't a lot of screaming. It wasn't, one of those deals. It was, let's get together and do what we got to do. And I'm really proud of them. They came out and they told the kids what we had to do to win.
During your halftime talk, what did you say to your squad?
Well, really, we didn't have to say anything to our team. It was our coaching staff. We realized that we let our guards down. We got the big lead early. We went up 13-0. We let our guards down and kind of got relaxed on the sideline. And the kids kind of took on that attitude. They started to relax. And once that momentum changed, it was like we had to do something big here.
I've always wondered, as a coach, how does it feel to be 13-0 right now?
It's really pretty good. We're really excited about where we are, and we're really proud of our kids, and we're really proud of our community, how they got behind us this week. It's really meant a lot to our kids when we came out, and people were standing and screaming. We're really pleased with what went on tonight.
All right, the beat goes on for the Eagles of T.W. Josey. Again, they're now 13-0 on the season. Now, one team that's of the South from T.W. Josey High School, as we listen to their rhythmic sound, let's also check in on playoff scores from throughout Georgia, Carolina. Back to the second half of this special playoff edition of Football Friday Night. I'm Tony Cordes Jr. along with the cheerleading squad from T.W. Josey High School. Time now to take a look at the highlights you've all been waiting for. Everyone in the Garden City has been talking about this matchup all week long. Over 4,500 fans plus fill the stands in White Rose Stadium this evening to watch the undefeated Eagles go up against 12-2 Cedartown in the big Class A 3A heavyweight brawl in the gridiron. To action we go now. Then we see a touchdown. And the scouts were everywhere tonight. Scouts everywhere, from Georgia, from Auburn. I heard there was one Penn State scout in the stands, all watching the Josey Eagles tonight do battle against Cedartown. Tell you what, this was a big heavyweight brawl indeed. Here's a kickoff right here, but they'll be stopped cold because Josey's special teams played an excellent game tonight. And John Starr had no reason to be concerned because his team was fired up and ready to go. Watch this right here. They call this man the Jolly Man, but Josey didn't care. There it is, long pass deep, but you know what? Josey's there for the INT. It's a touchback. Get the Josey offense on the field. We're going to see George Brown and company really start to rev things up. The Eagles soar tonight. Let me tell you the final score. 49-0 when the final gun sounds. Josey over Cedartown. The Eagles are now 14-0. They'll now face the winner of tomorrow's Crisp County Cedar Shoals Semi in Atlanta for the 1995 Class 3A State Championship for the state of Georgia. That game will, of course, occur right here in the Garden City. It's going to be pretty exciting. Now, don't think what's on the lineup. Kentucky head coach Rick Pitino, sideline guard Tony Doe, and Walter McCarty today doing what Pitino termed as self-push. Ladies, gentlemen, I know you're pretty excited because Josey won, right? I'd like to thank you guys for coming by. We appreciate it. We'll see you next week in White Rose in the state championship game. That'll do it for this edition of Football Friday Night on behalf of the Steelers at T.W. Josey. Good night. But we'll be back for more news. State championship. The Green and Gold faithful started to focus on tomorrow night's Class 3A championship battle with the Jags of Cedar Shoals earlier today by conducting an old-fashioned pep rally that really was more of a wake and a funeral for those opponents who have failed to defeat at the hands of the 14-0 Eagles. Yes, the student body Johnny and Josey really got pumped up along with the varsity football players after this afternoon's mock funeral for the Jags of Cedar Grove. The gymnasium at the Eagles Nest was packed with students who really believe this is the year for the 14-0 Josey Eagles to win their very first state football championship. Whoever that guy is, he really had the students fired up after a rousing mock eulogy. Now, the Eagles will try to cap off a perfect 15-0 season tomorrow night at 8 p.m. by posting now in tomorrow's big matchup. I know you guys are pumped up and ready to go.
Yeah, right now our kids are pretty focused. We just, we had them up at school to about 10:30, 10:45, and really concentrating on the game, watched the little game film, and really, I think the kids are really ready. They seem to be down to earth and, not too overexcited about this thing.
Now, right now, your main focus, I know, you want to try to keep everyone tempered. I know it's going to be hard. These are youngsters, 17, 16 years old. I know their emotions are going to run high. What do you do as a head coach to try to temper them and help them focus on what they have to do as far as execution?
Really, we just try to remind them of their physical skills. We told them early in the year that we felt like they had the physical skills to outplay anybody on our schedule, and we just try to encourage them, stay mentally focused. Don't beat yourself, and you'll be all right.
John, will you get any sleep tonight?
I doubt it. I'm planning to go home and I'll watch Field of Dreams for the third time probably this season, and just try to relax and kind of get ready to go for tomorrow.
Well, John, we'll see you here tomorrow night. Of course, good luck tomorrow, 8 o'clock, White Rose Stadium. I know it's going to be a barn burner, and bring that championship home.
Yeah, we really would like to bring it home. We really thank you guys for what y'all have done for us, and thank you, Augusta, for what you've done. Really got behind our kids, and it really means a lot to us.
All right, John Starr, the head. Someone asked you to speak for your teammates. How does it feel to be state champions?
Right, it's a good feeling, though. Yeah, it hasn't sat in yet. We still can't believe it. But it's just something we want to ask from. We just like screaming since 9th grade. We just accomplished.
Hard work all season long. Does it feel good right now?
Yeah, the best feeling in the world.
All right, the state champion, Team W. Number 1, baby.